go.
Invincible.
invincible.
Okay, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another stream here on both YouTube and Twitch, if everything is going correctly. Hopefully it is, and I don't look like an idiot right now. Maybe later. But, okay, so we're supposed to be getting... There we go. There's a live chat. There you are. Hello. So, what we're going to be playing today is I'm probably going to play, like, I don't know, an hour of No Man's Sky, I'd say. I feel like playing that, so why not? Cool. I'm really glad that, like, I don't know how this would work, but the OBS Studio, or in my case, Streamlabs Studio, Streamlabs OBS, I guess, it has like an editor mode that's like studio mode. Let me tilt this down just a bit. There we go. And for transitions and cutaways and this kind of thing, you have to transition. I'm really glad that it doesn't do that for everything. Like, I'm seeing both situations here. Ooh, my game froze. Okay. I wonder if you guys are getting the same slowdowns as I am whenever I switch in and out of No Man's Sky. I feel like that might be a problem to do with my my game settings, but I'll figure it out later. Ooh boy. Okay. So first on the agenda, gonna clear my throat. Sorry, I just had my dinner. But first on the agenda, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get through my frigate missions. Why is my computer laggy? Oh my god. This is why I'm replacing my graphics card. This is step one on a very, very long agenda that I have planned. Not really very long or planned, but you know. It's a work in progress. Leave me alone. Get a freighter. Sell all these cryo pumps, which comes out to an astounding 13 million? Am I reading that correctly? $13 million? Excellent. Jesus Christ. I have too much money. Would anyone like to take my money for me, please? 1,000 tubas. Booba tuba pass. Sorry. Can't do anything there. Okay. This is the this is the procedure I go through every day when I wake up. Essentially, I put frigates out on missions right before I go to bed, and then I do it. Then I go to sleep, and sleep the entire night, and then wake up and debrief all my commanders. That's what I do. And ultimately, like, there's not a lot of stuff to buy in No Man's Sky. Of course, the bigger objects like new freighters, this kind of thing, more ships, more frigates, that kind of thing. They cost a good bit of money. But even then, there's still not a lot to buy in this game. So ultimately, there's no real point to having as much money as I have. The only reason I've decided to get as much money as I'm trying to get, which is roughly 500 million, is because if I run across a level S Star Destroyer freighter, especially if it's in the red and black colors that my current freighter is in, I'm gonna buy it. Like, seriously, I'm going to buy that shit because I want it. I want it, and it's gonna be mine. Okay. Inventory full? Oh yeah, I got rid of one, didn't I? Okay. Check out how stacked my multi-tool is. I think there is one that has a C, and I need to repair it because I died a while back. But everything else is B's, A's, and S's. Mostly A's and S's, which is awesome. I need to get rid of you and you. I don't want to carry technology modules around with me. Come on, man. Oh, I should put on my headset. Hang on. Still just have my speakers blasting out. Ooh, I can hear everything. I can hear the world. I hear dead people. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I need to sell these pieces of shit. I need to sell something else from my freighter. What can I sell? Sell the chromatic metal, I guess. Did I anger you? Apparently doesn't like people selling chromatic metal. I could sell the silver and the gold. I have way too much of that stuff. But I also want to use it to make nanite clusters. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Sell the gold too. Where's the gold? Where's the gold at? Show me the gold. Bum 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 bum. That's why I know where to go at. Okay, so that's $2.3 million. Fuck. I'm too successful. Someone rob me of my success, please. Okay. Hot ice. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ace, baby. I know this one's not done. I'm wondering how much time is left on it, but I have to go call my frigate before I can do that. Speak of the commander. How much time you got? 3 hours. Piece of shit. A lot of this game, especially once you get into like this area, is a lot of just kind of waiting, and that kind of sucks. Kind of. Geodesite. That's another 4 million. Of course, I still have 1,000 chromatic metal right there, so I'll be fine on chromatic metal for a while. Boom, 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 boom. Units received. Okay, what did I get from? Oh yeah, hot ice. Yeah. How much money is that? That's 937,000. Boom, 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 boom. Units received. Well, I now have a lot of money. Not like I didn't have a lot of money before, but you know, now I have more money. Sets you up. You're an exploration mission? Yeah, okay. That should be enough if I wanted to just send him. But what I want to do is I want to beef up this guy. Yeah. Poof. Poof. And they're gone. That's not a noise that generally comes out of a Gek. What's wrong with that Gek? Has he been smoking? Smoking hot, if you know what I mean. I hit my microphone. What I do for crappy jokes. Okay. Oh my god, I am so ready to have a new graphics card. Yeah, that is the noise of a Vy'keen, if I'm not mistaken, but it's coming out of a Gek. So what? Mine collapsed too. Every time I do that voice, I'm immediately reminded of Zep Brannigan. I can't do his voice, but it always reminds me of that every single time. It's dumb. Lila. Anyway. Yeah, send them. Go away. Then we got a balance expedition. Generally, what's good for these are support frigates, so I'll just throw in a bunch of support frigates and an exploration frigate. Frigate. Look at that minimal amount of fuel required. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Okay, I think that's all I can do right now. For whatever reason, really wish they would fix this. You can only do a certain amount of, what am I trying to say? You can only do a certain amount of frigate missions at one time, and it seems to be capped somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 7. And for whatever reason, I could do nothing to fix it. Like, I even got a No Man's Sky save editor, specifically so that I can refresh the frigate missions. And the unfortunate part is that sometimes that doesn't work. I don't know why I'm saying every single sentence with a Z that starts with an S, but I is. Anyway. Zep Brannigan. We have, do we have one viewer right now? Hello, one viewer. I don't know who you are because I can't see your name or anything. But hello, how's it going? Doing good? Now what I want to do from here on out is I actually want to follow the story of the game. There is a story to this game, finally. Current mission. How do I change Michones? Filter, no filter. Hashtag no filter. Okay, so, oh, that's cool. I can filter by, like, what species is in control of what system. That's awesome. QE current mission. There's a galactic center that I could go towards. I'm guessing it's in that general direction. Then there's Free Explorer, Custom Waypoint. I don't have that. Black Hole. I wish I could find a black hole in this game. I want to see a black hole in this game. See what they do with it. But what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm just going to go straight for the Atlas station. And see what this young man has in store for me. Young man? There's no need to feel sass. I said young man. Stick your hand up my ass. Obscure Game Growth reference is obscure. Cool. By the way, I love this ship. I legitimately do. It's my daily driver, so to speak. Discoverer. Warped 75 times. Also, I don't know if it showed up in the stream, but I got a Steam achievement for that. I shouldn't have told you that. I don't think any of these guys are going to be the frigate that I want. Or freighter, sorry. I keep confusing those two words. Frigate and freighter. Frigate and freighter. One's a big boy, one's a bunch of smaller boys. I'm wondering if there's another... Ooh. I don't like the way that planet moves. It freaks me out. I'm just gonna go to the space station for now. Space station! I need to point myself in. There we go. Okay. Craft product. Do I have what I need? You think the darkness is your ally. Anyway. I want to go ahead and make, if I can, another warp cell. Because if I keep warping like I'm planning on doing, then I will need it. So, antimatter housing, kaboom. Antimatter housing, antimatter, kaboom. Okay, so 3 should do me fine for now. In case you're wondering how to get nanite clusters and navigational data, it's all in here. I legitimately went through all of the... Oh, that one was cool. Oh, God. That would be hilarious if I died that way. This one looks really cool. Is this a C? Aww. I've already vowed to myself to not buy C starships. It's utterly pointless to me to buy C starships. Like, I might buy a B, depending on, like, what ship I'm trading it for, but I'll almost never buy a C. Unless I specifically want that style. Ask where they came from. That doesn't help me at all. I'm speaking their language. Ah, that's not good. Do you have any cobalt? You do! What do I need to repair this? Cobalt. Perfect. I need 20, I believe. I believe it isn't good enough. Stick another more home. But maybe product received. Awesome. Perfect. Hello. Are there any more travelers? Why did I say it like that? Travelers in here? Don't think so. Which makes me a bit angry. Ooh, 43,000. I know that barely dents the amount of money that I currently have, but money's money, dude. Money is money. Whoa. All of the ships just left. Okay. I mean, I guess they did kind of come in all together, so I don't know. It's just weird. What kind of gun? Ooh, shiny gun. Is this the same gun I have? Compare? I don't know if it has like a specific name, but it's very close. Wow. Very close. The only difference, and I know why this is, because I specifically changed it. There's fewer slots in the other one. If I specifically wanted to get more damage, that's not a ton more damage at all, so I'm not gonna take it. That's not a significant amount of extra damage. But I will look around at what you have, good sir. Yeah, I can use a S rank mining laser. Oh, screw you, Corey. Or Eagle. Should I call you Eagle? I don't know. This game is fun. Now. This game is good. Now. It wasn't before. It's good now. Okay. Hyperdrive module. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy one of these since I'm going to be warping around a bunch today. Yeah. I do have to stack it in the regular inventory. Is No Man's Sky on Xbox One? I don't think it is. I think it's only on PS4 and PC. I may be wrong. Perfectly fine with being wrong. That means more people get to play it. Yeah, the biggest problem with No Man's Sky, back when it first released, I liked it even then, because I'm kind of a... first off, I'm a space dork. Like, seriously a space dork. Oh, really? Cool. I'm legitimately a space dork. Hey, we got 3 viewers. That's probably the record ever since I started live streaming again. What was I saying? I'm a space dork, so I always loved it. I loved, you know, going to different planets, seeing the animals there, that kind of thing. I even did a video on it a long time ago, back when it first released, pretty much. I was hoping that because of its relevancy, I would get more views on it, but it never really exploded or anything. I liked it then, but I stopped playing it because ultimately there wasn't anything to do in the game. There was nothing really. There's no point to it. It's like Subnautica. Devoid? No, I actually came up with that name in high school. I came up with that name in high school, And although that's funny, you think of it when you think of it. No, I came up with that in high school, way before I started becoming, you know, a space and science nerd, enthusiast, I guess. I'm not a scientist. I'm not doing any actual science. I'm just a space and science enthusiast. So, but yeah, I stopped playing it back then, simply because there's no point to it. It was a lot like Subnautica, back before it had the story built into it. Honestly, once you got the stuff in Subnautica back then, all the vehicles, all the technology, all this jazz, and had your fun playing with those objects, essentially, there was no point to the game anymore. So it was really just, yeah, that was the end of the game, essentially. Then they started adding, you know, story elements and all this jazz, and it made it a hell of a lot more fun. And I started playing it again. But the same thing happened here, in that once they added stuff that you could build, once they added stuff that you could go to specifically for, you know, story missions, that kind of thing. Something that intrigued me, probably because Miranda was shoving down my throat. That's possible. You should give it a try. You should give it a try. I absolutely adore that game. You seem to have a lot of frigates, sir, but you are not the freighter I want. This is not the freighter you're looking for. So, Unknown Grave. This was... I wonder if it's taking me to the planet, or if it's taking me to a space between me and the planet. It looks like it's taking me to the planet. Yeah, it's taking me to the planet. What was I saying? Oh god, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, you should give it a try. I love the game, absolutely. It's a fantastic. It's a fantastic crafting and survival game, and I love, you know, a fleshed out alien world. That's another thing this game kind of lacks. There's nothing really fleshed out about the worlds themselves. Ultimately, that would be a really hard thing to program. I mean, it took Subnautica devs like 5 years to do it. I'm probably misinforming you guys about that, but oh well. Unknown Grave. I asked the question that no one had asked. It was simple. The Sentinels. They are. Do they come from? What? Made up my life's work to find left logs, records across worlds. The fallen traveler's grave is marked by a glyph, epitaph of some ancient technology. I obtained the glyph, and with it the ability to travel to unknown worlds. I leave the fallen traveler in peace. Oh, that's how you get those. Okay. If I remember correctly, which I probably do not, the glyphs are useful for going through portals, which I believe take you somewhere. Wherever the fuck. But yeah, we shall see if that is a thing. I need to make a bunch of metal plating. Maybe, just maybe. I don't have any more components. You know I like to hit and quit it. You know I do. It's true. What is that? Is that like the upper echelons of the atmosphere or something? That was weird. Okay. There's stuff on my mouse pad and it annoys me. I need to clear off my desk. Like, legitimately, like, wipe it down and everything. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue on the path. Galactic Core, Atlas Station. Go. That, and I think part of my love of Subnautica. Yes, that is actually real time. If I were to stay on that course, it would take me 4 24-hour sessions to get there. Of course, if I sped up my ship by using either the actual engine or the pulse engine, it would take shorter amount of time. But yeah, that's 4 days in real time. You know, I was about to say, I think the biggest reason I love Subnautica was because the Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, they got me into the game at first, just because I was a space buff. What kind of freighters are these? These are weird freighters. Okay. Oh, the main one's over here. Yeah, I don't want that. And then it just brings back memories of RuneScape for me. Not good memories. What do you mean? Like, what brings back the RuneScape memories and why? This game or Subnautica? And again, why? But yeah, probably the main reason I love Subnautica is because Jack and Mark turned me onto it in the first place, and then I kind of played along with them to a certain degree, and saw, you know, the game as it was being developed inside, or the story as it was being developed inside the game. So that's kind of where the draw is, probably for me. I still want to go back and finish my Let's Play of it, but I'm not sure how that's going to work at the moment. Maybe I'll go back one day. Go back in time. Do 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 do. Specialist Polo. So I can buy a ton of shit here. No Man's Sky, the real-time 4-day travel reminds me of a timed event. Got it. That you had one shot at. Sorry, I can't read. And had to spend a week of in-game time logged in until you could retry. Yup. Probably the main reason I stopped playing RuneScape. That and me and my dad used to play it a lot together. And me and him just kind of fell off of it, I guess. I think I'm gonna buy one of each, just because I have that ridiculous amount of money. Oh, I can't. Pulse engine module C. Come on, Polo. Fucker. Anyway. I think I seek the path of the Atlas. Andy Graveline? How's it going, man? I don't believe I recognize your name. I may be wrong, but I don't believe I do. That's how I got my name. Plenty of good memories, but that one sucked. Through RuneScape? Was it specifically named after something in RuneScape, or did you just create that name for RuneScape and then that kind of fell into being your name? I'm great, Andy. Thanks for coming out and joining us. What spaceship do I have? I'll show you here in a minute. I don't believe it has an actual name. I think I called it the Vonnegut 2. Then my freighters a Star Destroyer, in case you're asking about that. But yeah. Name originated from the nickname at the time, and I was 14 years old. I had a verb and selected flies. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. My channel name, my internet name, essentially, came about by me wanting to. I was starting to be. I've talked in the past in some of my Let's Plays and some of my vlogs and that kind of thing about how I used to do Zelda fan fictions. I really liked writing at the time, and I wanted to post stuff. I wanted to post stuff on Zelda Universe. I believe I had already created an account through Zelda Universe under a different name, but I wanted to kind of branch out my writing styles, to kind of do poems, this kind of thing. So I decided to use kind of a darker name, a deeper name, if that makes any sense. And so I came up off the top of my head, essentially, the word devoid. So I used it. And devoid 64 is ultimately, you know, just devoid with 64, because video games. That's my story. Sorry, I've been not paying attention to the game in the slightest. Just talking about that. It's really, really nice to be able to like talk to people in my live streams now. Thank you both of you, Andy and Corey, for coming out and joining me today. It's really, really nice to actually have someone to, you know, kind of riff off. Did you know at the time what devoid meant? It fits a dark term for sure. Yes, I did. And believe it or not, where I knew it from, specifically what I had in my head when I thought of it, was Polar Express. There's a scene in Polar Express where, Andy, here's my ship. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. Specifically because of the nose and the very, I don't know, X-Wing fighter wings, kind of. Like a half X-Wing. Call it X-Wing. Anyway, I was thinking of Polar Express because there's this one scene where he's like looking into a book talking about the North Pole and how it's devoid of life. And just off the top of my head, I was like, oh yeah, devoid of life. That sounds nice and dark. What type of class is it? It is an A class. Also, you know what? I'm almost at 4,000 nanites. That's awesome. The one time I don't need nanites and I have all of them. Okay, so we're just gonna jump around, I guess. Ooh, is that so? At the station. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sodded. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, go over here. Also, Corey, I know you see my logo over here, but you should check out my YouTube channel. I just posted a new logo, which I had someone on Fiverr make for me. Well, I paid someone to make it for me. I didn't make them. I didn't hold their families hostage or anything. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, but I'm a little iffy about it. Because it has the same problem that logo does, where it has like the V that kind of makes it look like there's an M in between the D's and the V. So I don't know how to fix that. I might do I might do something along the lines of like, I don't know what I do for like the small YouTube channel logo on the homepage. Ooh, red lights. Oh, are these full of words? No? Wait, did I learn all the words? I'm new in the game. I only have 14 hours in it. Do you have any tips for me? If you're lucky like me to get a freighter for free, really hammer hard on getting frigates. That's how you're gonna get a ton of money, like I have right now. And that's the long and the short of it, man. Granted, not everything is bought with units, but still. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? Hey, guys! He's talking about me in the deep void. Get it? It's my name. How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence. The Gek, the Viking, the Korvax, and the stars that fill the skies and the heaters burns within the deep. What? So wait, this universe was created by sentient machines? To have sentient machines in it? Have they been expecting me? Oh, I already read that one. Every world that turns, every form that lives. The Atlas offers it all. Consent. Should I consent? Should I consent to a giant alien robot? Should I? What does it want from me? Does it want the butt sex? Sorry. That's terrible. Wow, it's already 11:40? Jesus, I feel like I haven't done anything. I take the gift of knowledge, certain of my decision, all doubts are silenced as stars await me. Ooh! Englobed shade. I don't know what that's useful for, but okay. Now one thing I can do is I'm gonna... Yes. The answer is yes. So, words learned. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I need 10 more words. Word up. Anyway. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at these puns. Viking, I'm at 15 to 50. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. 27 to 40. I'm about halfway. Well, a little over halfway. Then consent to the alien. They will fill your everything with hot knowledge. Oh man. How many hours do you have on the game? How many hours do you have on the game? Ooh, let me check real quick. It's probably gonna freeze my stream a little bit. I have... Technically, I cloned my save file so that I didn't screw it up. In case I did screw it up with the save editor. So what's on my Steam account right now is 352 hours. But that's probably about 98, 99%, not 99%, 98, 99 hours of that is that extra save file that I haven't touched in God knows how long. So I'd say roughly 200, 250, some of the ballpark. Before you say that's a lot, it's not. let's look at PUBG right now. The amount of hours I've spent on PUBG alone is 669 hours. The amount of time that I've spent on Subnautica It's 374 hours. I like these games. In case you're wondering. Anyway, we should hop around here, see if they give me any more words. It's not a lot. I have 800 hours on Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. You played Deathmatch that much? I mean, I'd expect that of like CS:GO or something. Jesus. But Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, ugh. I don't know. It's not natural. Ooh, I got another. Corey! They gave me the word for hole! The signs. They're all pointing in the same direction. Negotiation. Oh my god. I need to negotiate with this robot to fill my hole with hot knowledge. Do you like to play Fortnite or not? I have a tenuous relationship with Fortnite. Honestly, the majority of my play of Fortnite, which I do play it every now and again, the majority of my play with Fortnite is ultimately so that I can play with my friends. It's not really. I played a lot on a particular build server. It's basically Gary's Mod. Fair. Gary's Mod, you can spend a lot of time in there. Oh boy, you and a whole lot of good stuff. And don't forget the word negotiations. I'm wondering if there's any more little bubbles around here that I can learn some words. What was I saying about Fortnite? It's not that I ultimately dislike Fortnite. I think it's an alright game, but for my money, I'd rather play PUBG, in my personal opinion. Like I say, the main reason I play Fortnite is so I can play with my friends, specifically my roommate, because me and him have played it a lot. We're trying to get good at it. Not working very well. I like to think I'm at least semi-good with PUBG. But I'm probably not. I recognize this in myself. So now that I've found another Atlas station, where do I go from here? Like, is there like a grand poobah of Atlas stations that I should go to? Or I prefer Paladins over Fortnite. I bought the Battle Pass in Paladins. What's Paladins? Am I utterly ignorant for not knowing what Paladins is? Corey's gonna reply in like 3.5 seconds just to tell me how stupid I am. I don't know why I'm going to this planet. Honestly, all I want to do was scan it. Ooh. I hear you. It's basically TF2 mixed with League of Legends. Is it first person, third person close, or is it like above third person? Because I'm trying to envision in my head. Ooh. Well, if we're going to talk about... I figured the conversation was about Battle Royale games. Essentially. I was just spouting off my personal opinion between PUBG and Fortnite. Ooh, this ship looks cool. a little bit dumb, but looks cool. Looks cool. So I don't want to put you down for. You can play in first and third person. There's 34 champions with different weapons and abilities. So yeah, it's League of Legends. League of Legends, but with less characters. Make your offer on the Lifeform spaceship. Ooh, you have an A fighter. Fair enough. Honestly, if you're not interested in playing it, I wouldn't suggest even bothering to buy PUBG. Unless you're specifically looking into getting some kind of battle royale game. But yeah. Andy, we will be doing live streams of both PUBG and Fortnite at some point. Just today I wanted to play some No Man's Sky. Just so you know. Also, I believe this... Oh, I'm walking up to the frigate commander like he's actually my own. What do you have? Sorry, boy. Hello, try anything once. I know a guy who hasn't near me. Yeah. I would say for your first game in PUBG, don't be discouraged if you die really quickly. A lot of that game is, and Fortnite, hell. Well, no, with Fortnite, you're probably gonna die quickly. Your first match. All right, man. Thanks for the sub, and thanks for coming out. It's great talking to some people. You're not just riffing off myself. All right. What was I saying? PUBG is a very stealth-oriented game, so until you start to get used to it, you're gonna have a hard time. As long as I can play chicken shit and jump off last second and not die in 15 seconds, I'm good. You can. I wouldn't advise it, honestly. With PUBG, it's very Darwinian. Essentially, if you die, then you learn from that death. And the more, I'd say the more you die, the more you start to pick up things about like how the guns work, how the stealth works, all this sorts of jazz. And it's I'm honestly in a stage in PUBG where I land in the most populated places just so I can get better at my gunplay. That's where I am at the moment. So it may be different for you. Maybe you're just and don't be discouraged that like if you're bad at shooters, that's fine. You're not gonna get good at shooters until you put some time into the shooter. So again, don't get discouraged on your first several matches. If you die, you die, and you learn from that death. So, I like your suit, sir. Can I have it? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, yeah, I don't need any of that, thank you. This is a cool looking gun, but it's a C, so I'm not gonna buy it. No, I don't need anything from these guys. Ooh, I like the look of this ship. Reminds me of the planes from Black Panther. Because it's got like a little subwoofer design. It's cool. Any more ships flying in? So, at long last, the big question. The giant question on everyone's mind. Does it come in black? Yeah, I should just go to the character creation kiosk. Character customization kiosk. That's a lot of C's and K's. And just turn my entire character black because I like black. I also like red and black. And the suit that my character currently has on, I'm pointing at myself for some reason, reminds me of Iron Man, but also reminds me of Space Deadpool. So, can't say no to Space Deadpool.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Mm-hmm. Tell me your secrets. Okay, so if I want to go to the next Atlas station, I go up here. I can't warp! What a bunch of huckabaloney. Need to move. Shit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Shit. I'm not gonna put an S.
Technology recharge.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. I'm not going to put an S-powered module on my hyperdrive and not have it directly connected. So, for those of you who don't know how the upgrades work, I learned just recently myself. But as you see on my my multi-tool here, if you have the equipment surrounded by modules for it, that's the best situation. You'll get more of a boost as long as the modules are touching in some shape or way, either the equipment itself or other modules that go to the same equipment. What I've done is I've essentially just arranged them all in little squares. So Blaze Javelin, Bolt Caster, Scatter Blaster, Plasma Launcher, then Mining Beam, Scanner, then Pulse Spitter is all kind of around itself, then Terrain Modules up here, that kind of thing. I don't know if, yeah, it looks like Andy left. But that's how that works, in case he comes back and decides he wants to watch and see if I divulge any more secrets. I just did. Right there. Yep. Okay, so okay, I have a full hyperdrive battery. And I need to go to da na 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 na. That's the point, man. Gotta make everything perfect. Gotta make everything boss AF. That's the point. Ooh, what's this? What's this freighter? Ooh, looks like it's being attacked. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Hi, honey. Yep. I kind of incited this shit, so. Yeah, fuck you. Pew. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Gotcha. I don't believe. Oh yeah, there's more. 'Cause I'm free. I'm so glad this happened because like the entire stream so far has been relatively lackadaisical and not very exciting. but I love these little space battles. Also, it reminds me that I'm relatively good at controlling planes and such in three-dimensional space. Die, bitch! That's the last one? Nope, not quite. I want to see what kind of freighter this is. Okay, so we got 2 more, I believe. I believe in gonna just stick another rhythm in my heart. I'm not even gonna try the next verse. Boom, bitch! Suck it! There you are. Hello, honey. Oh, we got 2 more. Okay, wow. There's a lot of guys attacking this frigate. Jesus. What's on this frigate? What do you want? I tried to play ball with these assholes. Well, this is a space game. You might as well accept it. Pew, 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 pew. That's the last one. Awesome. See what you got. Damn, this thing is huge. That's what she said. Yeah, let's check out your frigate. Jesus Christ.
Navigational data received.
Navigational data received. I will never be able to mimic that voice. It's probably a good thing. I don't want to sound like an evil robot. It is officially 12 o'clock. Well, it's 12:02, but everyone shut up. This might be the last thing I do for tonight. Yeah, I want to get working on the other stuff. As fun as this has been, and trust me, it has been absolutely fun. I do need to work on other things. So, show me what you got, bitch. It's an A-ship, but it's green. It's not even like a good green. Not even like a bright green. It's just like a... I'd call that kind of a teal-ish, aquamarine kind of color. My freighter costs a lot more. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with mine. Also, I have more slots. Yeah, I'm going to stick with mine. So that's your final answer. Also, for whatever reason, kind of reminds me of Prismarine. Is that a color? I believe that's a color, right? Prismarine. I'm gonna look up Prismarine. Yeah. That's a thing from Minecraft. Yeah. I can totally see that. But what I was about to say, the message that the captain gives me here is, I learned it. Okay, give me a break. Come on. Anyway, what was I saying? The message that the captain gives me here, for whatever reason, despite whether or not I decline or accept his offer, it still gives me the same one, acting as though I accepted his offer. Which is why the last time I went... Okay. Ship and its crew... yeah, right here. Their ship and its crew is now at my disposal, as well as the command of the freighter's support frigates. That tells me that I now own everything that he has, which is not true. So, I don't know what kind of high shit you're smoking here, bud. But I don't want it. Goodbye, sir. Yeah. Yep. This game is still partly broken. Oh no, I wanted to look at that guy. Damn it. Okay. I was really hoping that that frigate would be, or freighter would be the freighter that I would want. Nope. Not at all. There's not a single difference. I wish Salute did something like, I don't know, increase the reputation with that particular species or whatever. But it doesn't. It literally does nothing. There are situations in which leaving in certain ways or interacting with a particular alien does do different things. But in that situation, for whatever reason, 3 out of the 4 options do the exact same fucking thing. Which is to say, nothing. Yeah, exactly. Just do something. Give me an animation of him saluting me back or something. I think I'm gonna go to this planet here. Not for any particular reason, but I wanna stop and rest for a moment, kind of get my feet back on normal ground. This looks like a mostly water planet, so we'll see how that goes. I do have one of my home bases on a mostly water planet. Too bad I can't rename it, because then I'd kill it 4546b. Because that is the planet from Subnautica. Okay. So occasionally, every now and again. Okay, I'm glad it didn't crash. Occasionally, this game will crash, and I'm really glad so far it has not happened on the stream. Knock on wood. But yeah, love how you looked right into that camera when you said it. Said that. Damn it, Corey, play it now. What? Oh, they're birdsies? Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the birdsies. Ow, broke my legs. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to, push you in that direction. I like the game, but I'm not gonna force anyone to play it. Ooh, ow. Dangerous, dangerous plants. Dangerous plants and where to find them. Hello. I really like this planet. It's a very tropical planet. There's two types of planets that I really like in this game. Tropical planets and dead planets. I don't know, there's something very morbid about the dead planets that I really, really like.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Might end up trying to have a list to work through. Fossil Fighters is up there right now. Fossil Fighters, that was a DS game, I believe. I think I played it once because my old girlfriend had it, I think. And it was interesting at first, but I don't know. It didn't really catch my attention the way it needed to. Then again, everything you do is kind of revolving around the 3DS, the DS. I believe it's kind of like Pokemon, but with dinosaurs that you have to like excavate. You remember? I want to say it was Diamond and Pearl, where you could go underground and like excavate like gemstones and fossils and that kind of thing. It's very similar to that. Essentially, you're going, I think, like through time to get specific fossils or something like that. I think it's a good game. It's just it never really caught my attention. I heard it was a good game. If I could suggest a game for you, play Kid Icarus Uprising if you haven't already. Oh, if you like time travel, what was it? Spider-Man Edge of Time? I believe that was on the 3DS. I played it back when I had a GameFly subscription, and it was fun. I legitimately enjoyed it. Not a lot of people did, because it was a very confined Spider-Man game. But I personally enjoyed it. Yeah, I love Uprising. The only complaint I have about Uprising is the way you have to hold the 3DS to play it. Which is why they had the stand for it when it originally released. I used to have the stand for it. No, not Spider-Man Uprising. Shit. Did I say Spider-Man Uprising? Spider-Man Edge of Time, I believe. I believe that was the name of it. I want to get a PS4 specifically so I could play the new Spider-Man game. But yeah. Spider-Man Edge of Time, in my personal opinion, was fun. Not a lot of people enjoyed it, and I respect that opinion, but I also think it's stupid. I have heard the council's decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it. That's the one time I very rarely stutter, is when I'm quoting Avengers. Specifically Nick Fury's lines, but you know. Paraffinium. 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 Please help me, Corey. Talk to me. I can't riff off myself. I can't. It's so bad. Especially with as boring a game as this is. Again, I like this game. but nothing about it is particularly exciting. It's just a lot of farming. This is a Space Junkies version of Animal Crossing. Or what was the name of that game? Harvest Moon. Yeah, just a bunch of farming. Ooh, someone sounds hungry. Me too, bud. Me too. Ah. Are you playing? You're playing this through like a phone or a tablet? Nice. Also, I heard Shattered Dimensions, which is pretty good. Hey, we got another viewer. How's it going, man? Also, I just earlier, well, I can't say earlier today because it's literally been 16 minutes into today, but early yesterday, I bought a 1080, and it will be here in a few days. I'm really excited about it. Also, I'm going to be talking about this in a vlog that I'm going to be releasing probably tomorrow or Thursday, but I have an HTC Vive now, and I love it. So once the 1080 comes in, all of my games are going to look freaking amazing, as well as games that don't run particularly well. No Man's Sky. They will hopefully run a tad better. Okay. All right, so we got 3 viewers just in time for me to sign off. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Andy and Corey, for joining me, specifically Eagle Falls, if you guys see him in chat. But yeah, I said I'd play roughly an hour, so that's my hour, I believe. I need to get jumping on some other stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for talking, both Andy and Corey. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.